Hello, you are watching News Mongolian MNB World. I'm Dzud-Affected. And for our top stories. The Cabinet supports the draft resolution on the National Anti-Corruption Program Action Plan. European Union allocates 500,000 euros to aid Dzud-affected families in Mongolia. Ulaanbaatar Regional Development Forum discusses capital cities development. For other news, stay with us. During its regular session on March 14, 2024, the Mongolian cabinet endorsed the proposal to present a draft resolution of Parliament of Mongolia titled Endorsement of Action Plan for the Implementation of the National Anti-Corruption Program to Parliament.
To effectively combat corruption and restore public confidence in governmental institutions, the establishment of a comprehensive program with well-defined policies and executable strategies is imperative to address instances of power and authority misuse. Officials expressed confidence that the recently sanctioned action plan aimed at implementing the National Anti-Corruption Program will advance these endeavors. The proposed resolution delineates the execution of 290 measures taken from 2023 to 2030 to accomplish 11 goals and 48 objectives outlined in the National Anti-Corruption Program, as stipulated by Resolution number 59 of Parliament in 2023. The successful execution of these measures will hinge on the involvement and collaboration of both the public and private sectors, civil society entities, international organizations, media outlets, and citizens. Enacting this program is anticipated to yield positive outcomes, including an annual reduction in corruption, a positive impact on the state budget, enhanced public trust in governmental institutions, improved citizens' income, fortification of a culture of intolerance towards corruption, and the establishment of a more robust whistleblowing mechanism.
Responding to the pressing needs arising from the severe winter conditions in Mongolia, the European Union has pledged 500,000 euros, or equivalent to 1.85 billion MNT, in humanitarian assistance. The ambassador of the European Union to Mongolia, Ms. Allocates, formally presented the agreement for this aid package to Prime Minister Ulaanbaatar.
Expressing heartfelt appreciation on behalf of the governments of Mongolia and its citizens, Prime Minister Ulaanbaatar conveyed his gratitude for the European Union's timely support during this challenging period. In addition to discussing humanitarian aid, the meeting between Ambassador Allocates and Prime Minister Ulaanbaatar also delved into prospects for enhancing trade and economic collaboration. Both parties underscored the significance of commemorating the 35th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and the European Union, emphasizing the need for effective celebrations. Recent developments highlighted during the discussions included the signing of the initial tranche of concessional loan totaling 45 million euros from the European Investment Bank. Furthermore, a grant of 9.4 million euros from the European Union has been allocated for the AMEX and SOMS Green Regional Development Investment Program. Additionally, a memorandum of understanding on forestry was inked between the European Investment Bank and the Ministry of Environment and Tourism in Mongolia. The dialogue extended to ongoing and prospective projects and programs aligning with Mongolia's long-term development policies such as Vision 2050 and the New Revival Policy. Furthermore, discussions took place regarding the European Union's Global Gateway Initiative, reflecting a mutual commitment to sustainable development and collaboration.
The Ulaanbaatar Regional Development Forum commenced on Thursday at Government Palace. The Mongolian government has declared 2024 as the year of supporting regional development, prompting the convening of this forum to address issues and solutions concerning the capital cities' development within the context of the regional development policy.
Prime Minister Oyerden Lofsnamsra delivered his opening remarks at the forum, emphasizing the importance of collaborative decision-making to shape the capital's development over the next 3 decades. He acknowledged past shortcomings in Ulaanbaatar's planning, which have led to challenges such as population congestion and environmental pollution. The forum is structured around 4 key themes: infrastructure, energy and heat supply, housing policy and access to basic social services, regional economic integration and satellite cities, governance and legal reforms. Participations from government, private sector, international organizations, academia, and research institutions have gathered to explore various issues, opportunities, and strategies within these thematic areas. With Ulaanbaatar currently hosting about 47.6% of Mongolia's population within just 0.3% of the country's territory, the forum attendees are deliberating solutions to address the negative impacts of this urban concentration. Topics such as emissions reduction, traffic congestion, and urban planning errors are under scrutiny as part of the regional development policy. Under the theme Infrastructure, Energy and Heat Supply, discussions are focused on assessing the city's current energy and infrastructure status, ensuring future energy reliability, and fostering public-private sector collaboration. The preliminary discussions held on March 7, 2024, centered around administrative reforms in Ulaanbaatar, public-private partnerships, the development of sub-centers, and satellite cities.
Now please take a look at currency exchange rates provided by the Mongol Bank. Now please take a look at foreign news partnered with international news agencies. South Korean and the U.S. militaries held a combined live-fire exercise on Thursday as part of the ongoing annual Freedom Shield exercise. The exercise was held with South Korean tanks attacking targets based on intelligence provided by U.S. military drones.
Over 300 South Korean and U.S. soldiers participated in Thursday's exercise with over 20 South Korean tanks firing hundreds of rounds at targets. Freedom Shield exercises began on March 4th and Thursday was the last day of the exercise. North Korea has been condemning the exercise as a practice for invasion.
Through this exercise, we fully prepared this combined battle capability that can overwhelm the enemy. Especially our soldiers gain confidence that we can defeat the enemy if South Korean and US militaries work as one team.
And then lastly, and most importantly, this allows us to build a relationship with our ROC allies and partners. These relationships are really the bedrock of our alliance here and really what matters the most in everything that we do.
Paroled former Thai Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra made a rare public appearance early Thursday morning when he visited a Bangkok temple, ahead of a trip to his home province of Chiang Mai in the country's north.
The controversial former leader toppled in a coup in 2006 arrived at the City Pillar Shrine near the famed Grand Palace pre-dawn, accompanied by his youngest daughter Pentantorn. Thaksin returned to Thailand last year after many years in self-exile to avoid the jail term for corruption, a charge he always denied imposed after his overthrow. He was immediately sent to prison but within hours was moved to a city center hospital after apparently becoming dangerously ill. Soon afterwards, his 8-year sentence was commuted to 1 year. He was released on parole last month and left the hospital having not spent a single night behind bars. This lenient approach provoked claims of preferential treatment. It is widely speculated he benefited from a political deal struck with his former enemies to stop the Progressive Move Forward party, from forming a government following last year's general election. On Thursday, Thaksin wore a neck brace but otherwise appeared to move easily as he lit candles and sat to pray. He made no comment to the media gathered outside the temple's gates.
The House of Hype, a digitalized amusement park, is offering an immersive experience for visitors to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Guests can navigate the park like a video game, unlocking prizes and scavenger hunts in an augmented reality using their smartphones.
Welcome to House of Hype's digital garden, where visitors walk across a grassy floor of color-changing lights. It's a part of a new immersive experience that fuses technology, artificial intelligence, and theme park all under one roof in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
We like to call it a wonderverse. We're trying to get the most out of the creative people in the industry. We have dancers here. We like to call it icons, which is dancers. We have public speakers. We have just people trained to interact with our visitors to make them feel happy, ask them random questions, give them challenges. We have also an app called Parks. You can download it, you can do missions, get free stuff, and then you can explore the place much faster with it.
16 distinct worlds take visitors through dazzling neon cities, glowing gardens, melting neighborhoods, and robotic light shows. There are 4 primary areas: immersive worlds, the gaming zone, creator zone, and snacks and shopping. There are around 50 exclusive gaming stations featuring immersive games and arcade experiences. In the creator zone, visitors can design their own digital shoes using voice technology. Ibrahim Mobria runs Harajuju, a Japanese dessert shop on the city.
The shop is called Harajuju, and Harajuju is a Japanese word. That means it's a small city or it's a small town in Tokyo. It's called Harajuju. It's full of vibe and different cultures. So our shop here, or a grocery, at the same time it's a restaurant.
If it's interactive gameplay you are after, head to the Hypercade area. Visitor Taim Ode says the arcade games, some of which are exclusive to the theme park, are a major draw.
Being exclusive is really nice. It gives the place a huge advantage over other places. Because you come here, if you want to come here, you're coming here for mostly the exclusive.
The House of Hype in Saudi Arabia opened in January and is permanent venue and costs 89 Saudi Riyal to enter, approximately equal to $24.
Now please take a look at weather forecast for the world's major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying tuned. Well, see you next time with more news and updates. Have a good day.